to do the yogs now. So go ahead and let's start in child's pose or your variation of child's pose. If child's pose is not a pose that works for you and you want to stay in a seat or you want to lay down on your belly, or there's some other position that you're like, I'd much rather start right here, that's fine with me. So take a moment. If you want to stretch just a little bit or move around just a little bit before settling in, you're welcome to do so. And then eventually just find stillness as much as you're able to. So stillness in your physical body and just a steadiness in your breath. And take these first few moments to just really fully arrive in this space. So noticing sounds as they come and go. Sound of my voice, sound of the music, and even the sound in the racquetball court next door in the gym outside. Just letting all the sounds pass through your awareness without necessarily reacting to them or needing to figure them out or wandering off with them. And then notice sensations, physical sensations, feeling of the ground underneath you, the air on your skin, and even physical sensations inside your body. Energetic sensations, emotions that might be present. Next time you inhale, very intentionally, fill up as big as you can. When you think you are full, see if you can take an extra little sip at the top. When you're ready, open mouth side, just let it go. Do that a couple more times. Inhale, fill up. Take a pause. Feel this prana, this life force inside of you. And then when you are ready, open mouth side to let it go. Last time. So biggest inhale of your Sunday morning. Hold in fullness. Any heaviness, stress, anxiety you're holding, just breathe it out. Huge exhale, release. Good, you guys. Whenever you are ready, start to add some movement. So drop into your ujjayi breath, in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. And eventually rise to your hands and your knees, tabletop, and just start to explore intuitive, creative movement. So maybe you just start with some cat-cows, the extension and flexion of your spine. You could get more creative from there. Move your hips side to side. Move your hips all the way around in big circles. Maybe you want to stretch into your wrists, your forearms, spin your fingers out or back towards your knees. And just find a gentle rock forward and back, side to side, or around in little circles. There's a million ways to explore from your hands and knees from this position. Invitation to keep your eyes closed. So allowing yourself to get out of your mind, that thinking, talking, judging part of yourself, that voice in your head that wonders if you look weird, if you're doing it right. Let that go. Just feel into your body. Put your awareness in your spine, in your shoulders, in your hips. Nice work, you guys. Big, spacious breaths. So inhales that really fill you up, that create new space inside your body. Exhales that take you all the way to emptiness. And then when you are ready, no rush, downward facing dog is our eventual destination. So you can transition back in your own way, in your own time. Once you are back in your down dog, do pretty much the same thing. Just feel into it, explore it. So big, deep breaths. Fingers spread really wide and grip the ground with the pads of your fingertips. So as you push the ground away with your fingertips, really lift from your center like there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button, pulling up, tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So see if you can really find that length from your fingertips, through your arms, through your side bodies, all the way up to your sit bones. Maybe you bend your knees a little or a lot. Maybe you shift your weight from side to side, shake your head, yes or no. Big spacious breaths, just feeling into your body in this posture. Nice work, you guys. Big, deep breaths. Take one more round. And then at the end of your exhale, just slowly crawl your hands to the back of your yoga mat. Find yourself in a forward fold. So eventually all the weight comes into your feet. Feet are about hips width distance apart, or maybe a little bit wider for this first one. All 10 toes face forward. You're welcome to grab opposite elbows if you'd like for ragdoll. Maybe hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, give the back of your neck some traction. You can sway, you can bob. So try to keep your weight forward rather than rocking back into your heels. Little or big bend in your knees. Your weight is in your toes and the balls of your feet. Use that connection to your center. That invisible rope pulls up on your belly button so your core is engaged. See if you can lift your butt, your sit bones higher. Relax your neck, soften your face. Take one more great big breath here. Nice work. Next time you inhale, spinal extension. So halfway lift. How much length can you create? Exhale, bow, fold in. Again, just like that, halfway lift, top of your head reaches forward, tops of your thighs press back, sit bones broaden. Exhale, fold, let it go. And then this time, come through your halfway lift, rise all the way up. Inhale, stretch your arms to the sky, gaze up. Hands to your heart center, exhale. All right, flow with your breath, high mountain, inhale. So stretch tall, exhale, keep the length in your spine, hinge at your hips, slow dive down so your heart leads. Relax your neck at the bottom. Beautiful. Breathe into your halfway lift. How much length can you create? So get all the rounding out of your spine. Exhale, fold. Belly button pulls in and up. Crown of your head towards the ground. Now from the press of your feet, lead with your heart. Take it all the way up. Inhale, arms reach up. Try to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. Hands to heart center with your exhalation. Connect back to you. So just like that, moving meditation, inhale, high mountain, stretch. See if you can take the entire length of your exhale, slow dive, traction out your spine, little or big bend in your knees all the way down. Big inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Nice, Jossie. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. So crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, take it back up. Inhale, full body stretch, reach up. Hands to heart center, exhale. Good, friends. Inhale, arms to the sky. Then yin yang variation of a side body stretch to the right. So right arm goes under, left arm goes over. Imagine somebody's pulling on both of your hands towards the opposite walls. Breathe into your left side, more weight in your left foot. Move your left hip over towards the left wall and then reach for the door. Take one more great big huge breath. Lighten your right foot. Next time you inhale, back to center, realign, arms to the sky. Exhale, other side. So think up and over. Left arm goes underneath. Like you're reaching through both fingertips, like somebody's tugging on your wrists. More weight in your right foot. Hips go right, upper body goes left. Keep your right shoulder back and down, bicep next to your ear. Take one more huge breath. Reach a little bit further. Inhale, back to center, arms to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze your spine. If it's available to you, you want more, press your palms together and steeple your index fingers towards the ground. Without locking out your elbows, see if you can start to reach your hands back. Maybe add a little back bend, so heart lifts up, knuckles reach down. Hug in with your inner thighs and press your hips gently forward. Take one more inhale. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips. Exhale, slow dive down. Relax your neck at the bottom. Hang out here with your fingers interlaced. About 3 more rounds. See if you can lift your butt higher, lift your knuckles higher. If it's helpful, bend your knees more or take your feet a little further apart. Breathe, relax your neck, soften your face. One last great big inhale. As you exhale, hands to your low back, gently release your clasp. Let your arms hang for a moment. You can gently shake them out if you'd like. Next time you breathe in, find your halfway lift, your spinal extension. Beautiful. Exhale, fold. And then like you have bear paws for hands, crawl your hands forward until you're in a plank position. So top of a push-up. Good. Once you're in your plank pose, pause there. Spread your fingers wide, push the ground away. So strong arms, try not to lock out your elbows. Navel to spine connection, and then breathe into your back body. Take one more inhale here. Like that rope is pulling up on your belly button and tugging back. Exhale, down dog. So lift your hips, press them back. Your hands and your feet shouldn't have to move. Inhale, come forward, high plank. See if you can rock all the way forward onto your tippy toes. And then exhale, lift your hips, press them back, down dog, lengthen. Beautiful, friends. This time, inhale, come forward. We're gonna add a little push up. Exhale, halfway down. Lower your knees if you wanna modify. Inhale, push up. So slow motion, and then exhale back to down dog. Nice, Mikey. One more time, just like that. Inhale, rock forward onto your tippy toes if you can. Exhale, halfway down, Chaturanga. Hold, strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, push up. And then exhale back to down dog, stretch it out. Nice work, friends. This time, inhale, come forward, plank or modified. Exhale as slow as you can go all the way to your belly. Nice calls. Spiderman Cobra. So bring your hands out wide onto the hardwood floor. Lift to your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, take a twist to your right and dip your left shoulder down. Good. Inhale back to center. Press into your fingertips. Lift your heart. Press down through your pelvis. Exhale, other side twist. Beautiful, friends. One more time, each direction, moving with your breath at your pace. Slowly, mindfully, feel into your shoulder girdle. Feel into your spine, front body, back body, side bodies, even lower body. Eventually, no rush. An inhale will bring you back to center. You can hold there for as long as feels good to you. Downward facing dog is our destination. You can get there in your own way, in your own time. Just do it mindfully. Transition with awareness, with breath. Once you're back in your dog pose, about 5 rounds. So feel free, bring in any exploration, any movement that calls to you. If you'd rather just be still, perfect, big deep breaths and feel that movement inside your body, the expansion and contraction. Maybe notice little baby micro adjustments you can make. So ones that I probably don't see if I'm looking at you, but you feel them on the inside. So what would it feel like to press down more through your thumbs and index fingers? What would it feel like to externally rotate your shoulders out away from your ears just a tiny bit more? Can you lift your sit bones a little bit higher? Without losing any of the length you've created in your spine, maybe you work your heels closer to the ground. And then feel your breath. Can you breathe into spaces that you didn't even know existed inside of you? Take one more great big inhale. You guys look awesome. Exhale, gaze to the top of your yoga mat. This time, step or hop forward, fold top of your mat. Once you've arrived, breathe into a halfway lift. So get all the rounding out of your back. Stick your butt out behind you. Exhale, fold, bow. From the press of your feet, take it all the way to stand. Heart leads. Inhale, arms reach, stretch tall. Hands to heart center as you exhale. All right, friends, inhale, arms to the sky. Breath to movement right here. Yin yang, side body stretch over towards the doors. Right arm under. Inhale back to center, reach up. Other side, exhale. Empty all the way out, reach. Inhale back to center. And then listen as you exhale, chair pose. So bend your knees, weight in your heels, sit back, sit low. So you should be able right now to look down and see your toes, no problem. If you can't see your toes, then your knees are coming too far forward. So reach your butt back, excuse me, a little further, and then lift your heart up. Back muscles hug towards your spine, navel to spine connection. So feel that connection of your lowest, deepest abdominals. Slow, steady breath, soft through your face, nice M. So for now, weight is in your heels. See if you can pick up your toes and spread them. Feel the energy in your feet, the aliveness, the power. Take one more inhale. You can stay where you're at or float up to your tiptoes. So I guess everybody swing your arms back, keep your feet rooted, or float up to your tiptoes. So rock forward, lift your heels high. So basically, chair plane or drinking bird. Those are your options. Heart lifts high, like you're doing a little baby cobra with your chest. Imagine your elbows are magnetized. Little bend in your elbows, palms face each other or palms face the ground. Squeeze your elbows towards one another. If you're on your toes, see if you can bend your knees more, lift your heels higher. One more round. Nice job, friends. Set your heels on the ground, arcing Tadasana. So inhale, rise up, open up. Cactus your arms, lift your heart. As you exhale, hands to your third eye center, prayer position. Slow swan dive all the way down, forward fold. Good. Halfway lift with your in-breath. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat, vinyasa however you would like. Meet back in down dog. So you can skip it. You can add push-ups, take it on your knees. So many options. Move with your breath, move with awareness. Nice job, friends. Ujjayi, slow, steady, spacious. From your down dog, next inhalation, take your right leg to the sky. So for this one, keep your hips square, inner thighs face each other. And I know for a lot of us, that means we can't lift our right leg quite as high. That's okay. So let go of your ego. Nobody cares how high you can lift your leg except for you. So see if you can let go of that. And then make your right leg straight, strong, and powerful. Yes. So strength through your inner thighs. Draw in and up with your belly button like that invisible rope is still pulling in, tugging up. Take one more big, huge inhale. Nice work, you guys. Push the ground away. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So curl in, round your spine. Stay here as you breathe in, puff up through your back body, lift higher through your waistline on your back, tippy, tippy toes. And then exhale, step forward, low lunge. Go ahead, just move your legs on your own for a moment, whatever would feel good. So back knee can come down. You can straighten your front leg. You can open through your front hip. Just feeling into your own legs, even if all you do is close your eyes and just put your awareness in your legs. Feel from the inside. It's so simple, yet it's so hard for us. Dropping into your body, getting out of your mind. Give yourself about 2 more rounds, just feeling hips, hamstrings, knees, ankles. Eventually, we'll rise up to our crescent lunge. So in your next couple breaths, go ahead and start transitioning. So eventually, front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. If you want to modify, your back knee can always stay on the ground nice and gently. And then if your back knee is lifted, you want to make your back leg feel just as strong as your front leg. So energetically pull front hip back, back hip forward, tone your low abdominals, lift your heart high, reach up, spread through your fingers. Maybe a little gaze up, take one more inhale. As you exhale, we've got our yin yang side body stretch, right arm under, left arm over. Keep your legs strong. Reach through your fingertips again, like somebody's tugging on your wrists. See if you can pull your right hip back even more. Breathe all the way down your left side, even the front of your left hip. Those hip flexor muscles start to stretch. Take one more great big breath. Thanks, Caleb. As you inhale, back to center, arms to the sky, realign. As you exhale, cactus your arms, bend your back knee to a hover. If you want to modify, just set your back knee down gently at any time. You can stay here, or here's a couple options. You can take little, what are they called? Little pulses with your legs, or turn it into a back bend, bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. So your choice, your expression, wherever you've chosen to go. Slow, deep breath, soft through your face. If you're pulsing, get as low as you can. Find stillness. One more round, everybody, wherever you're at. Inhale, back to crescent. Reach up. Option to straighten your front leg. Squeeze through your front thigh. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Root into your front foot. Float your back leg up. Standing splits, or think of it as just a one-legged forward fold. That's all it is. So it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Even if your left foot is lifting just a few inches above the ground, totally fine. Relax your neck, soften your face, stay where you're at, or feel free to play. So maybe right arm behind right leg, maybe handstand hops. Your choice, big breaths. Nice work, you guys. If you're holding, think forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, navel towards your spine. Good, Nick. Take one last big inhale, maybe one last hop. And then exhale, listen here. Left foot comes down next to right, top of your mat, forward fold. If your right leg needs a little shakeout, give it a little shakeout. And then bring your big toes to touch, little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, so tiny little potato bug ball. Butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. You can either actively lift your heels up high or intentionally press your heels towards the ground. One works strength, one works flexibility. Nice. Option to keep your hands down or wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a great big squeeze. Breathe into your back body, your back ribs. And as you exhale, find the deepest part of yourself, navel to spine connection, your very center. Nose towards your knees, forehead even towards your knees. One last round. Beautiful, my friends. With your inhale, halfway lift position. So heels down, spine parallel to the earth. Realign. Exhale, forward fold, bow. Root through your feet. We're going to rise all the way up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Now pause right here. All of your weight comes into your right foot, so you can visualize that if it's helpful. Root through your right foot, float your left knee up, standing staff. Nice work. Hug in with your inner thighs. Make your left foot very active, so flex through your toes. Active weight is much easier to hold. Take one more inhale. If you want, you can extend your left leg forward. And as we exhale, airplane pose, moving slowly through. So left leg back, arms back. Little lift in your heart like you're doing baby cobra. Try to keep your hips square. A bend in your standing leg can be super helpful. Spread through your back toes. Take one more round. Think back heel level with front shoulders. And then land in your crescent lunge. Step back softly, arms to the sky. Breathe in. Nice job, you guys. Exhale, bring your hands down. Inhale, three-legged down dog. So right leg to the sky. This time, open up your right hip, bend your right knee, peel your hip open. Good. So try not to sink into your left hand or your left shoulder. Make this movement come from your right hip. Feel the mobility there. Squeeze through your outer right butt cheek. See if you can lift your right knee higher. Imagine you got a rolled up washcloth behind your right knee. You're trying to squeeze it, wring it out. Take one more big inhale. You can absolutely stay here or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Nice work. Inhale, three-legged dog. Good, Sally. Exhale, right to right. Aim for your right armpit as high as you can get on your arm. Yes. Inhale, back up. Nice climb. And then hips square for this. Exhale, rock forward, three-legged plank. Modify if you want to. Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, peel your heart open. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. When you're ready, down dog. Ha. Find your breath. Slow, spacious, powerful, strong. All right. Next time you breathe in, left leg to the sky. So hips square for now, inner thighs face each other. As you press down through your fingertips, so it's like you're pushing the ground away with your hands, press up with your left foot. Imagine that invisible rope attached to your belly button. It's pulling up, it's tugging back. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, left knee to your nose. So curl in, round your spine, hollow out. Stay here as you breathe in, push the ground away, lift higher through your waistline. Exhale, step your left foot through. Nice work, you guys. Low lunge. Give yourself a moment, just moving around, whatever feels good on this side. So it can be the same thing you did on the other side, something completely different. Biggest invitation, get out of your head, get into your body, feel your legs. So again, maybe all you do is close your eyes. Put your awareness in your legs and breathe. It can be so simple. You're just taking inventory, what's going on inside. Next couple of rounds, high crescent lunge. So front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. Make sure your back hip, nice Bethany, faces directly forward. So left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward, inner thigh squeeze, and your back leg feels powerful, strong. Awesome, Eric. Tone your low abdominals, navel to spine connection, lift your heart, puff up your chest, reach your arms up high, maybe even spread your fingers. So imagine there's energy shooting out of your fingertips. One more in breath. As you exhale, we've got our yin yang side body stretch, left arm under, right arm over. Ha. Keep pulling your left hip back, legs strong. Breathe down your right side. See if you can reach further, create space that was not there before. Even feel the stretch in the front of your right hip, those hip flexor muscles. Take one more massive breath, soft through your face, strong through your legs. Good work. Inhale, come back up, neutralize. And then as you exhale, turbo, cactus your arms, bend your back knee to a hover. You choose, back knee can come down to modify, or take little pulses, or work a back bend, bottom tips of shoulder blades, squeeze, heart lift. So it's much different than just leaning back. Comes from your mid and your upper back. Make sure you can breathe. Slow, steady. Nice halts. Nice work, you guys. As low as you can go in your legs. Hold one last round. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach up. Option to straighten your front leg. Squeeze through your front thigh. Exhale, hands come down. Root through your front foot. Take your right leg up for standing splits. Yes, good. So all it is a one-legged forward fold. Goodwill. You can choose to keep your hips square or open your right hip if it feels better. Just make sure you don't sink into your left hip. So left inner thigh hugs in, belly button draws in and up. Wherever you want to take this. So feel free to play with balance. Take a couple hops. Your own exploration of your body in this pose today. And if you need to come out early, totally fine. Meet yourself where you're at. Take one more great big inhale, maybe one last little hop. See, as you exhale, right foot comes down next to left, forward fold. You can give your left leg a shake out if it needs it. Bring your big toes to touch, little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. So you can do what you did before, or maybe if you lifted your heels before, you try pressing them down. So choose what feels most beneficial, what feels most skillful. Sometimes I like to keep my fingertips down and use them to push the ground away and leverage my spine into deeper flexion. So get smaller in my little tiny ball. You can also wrap your arms around your shins and squeeze. Take one more great big huge breath, Ujjayi. Nice work with your inhale. Heels down, spine parallel to the earth. Realign. Exhale, bow and fold. Let it go. Root through your feet. Lead with your heart. Come all the way to stand. Inhale, arms to the sky. Pause here. Root down into your left foot. Right knee floats up for standing staff. So you want to find your balance here first. Find something in front of you that's not moving. Focus your gaze on it. That's your drishti. Hug in with your inner thighs. Flex your toes. So an active foot, an active leg is going to be so much lighter to hold up. Take one more inhale. If you want, you can extend your right leg forward. As you exhale, airplane pose, so slow transition. I like to think of like a hamstring curl first, and then I start to kick my foot back, lengthen. Keep your heart lifted like you're doing a baby cobra. Back muscles strong. Keep a little bend in your standing leg, your little shock absorbers. Take one more round, back heel level with front shoulders. Spread your toes. Land in crescent lunge. Right foot steps back, arms to the sky. Nice job. Breathe in. Exhale, hands come down. Three-legged dog. Left leg goes back and up. Yes, open up your hip, bend your knee. So just like your left hip is a hinge on a door, and your left leg is the door. It's hinging open, it's swinging open. Squeeze through the back of your knee like you've got that rolled up washcloth there. Active through your left foot, and then squeeze your outer left glute. See if you can lift your knee higher. One more in breath. Stay and hold, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Use your obliques, use your belly strength. Good, nice, Mikey. Inhale, back up, three-legged. You can open your hip if you want. The Bailey, exhale, left to left, as high as you can get on your left arm. So aim for your armpit. Inhale, back up, nice, Chris. Hips are square now. Exhale, rock forward, your variation of plank to Chaturanga. Heart lifts with your inhale. Hips lift as you exhale. Give yourself a moment. Breathe. Feel. Observe. So just coming back. Noticing whatever there is to notice. Just moving through your body. We'll move through that entire sequence now, a little bit faster. So breath to movement. As always, if at any time you want to take a break or you want to modify, please always listen to your body first. So think of all of my cues as invitations. If you are coming with me, take one more big inhale into your down dog. Nice, Andrea. Exhale, gaze to the top of your yoga mat, step or float, forward fold. Once you've arrived, halfway lift, big inhale, lengthen out. Good, Ash. Exhale, let it go. Bow in, navel to spine connection. Press into your feet, lead with your heart. Take it all the way up. Inhale, stretch tall. Hands to heart center, exhale. All right, here we go with our flow. Inhale, reach. Side body stretch over to the right. You can change up the variation if you would like to. Inhale, back to center, realign. And then over to the left, exhale. Inhale, back to center, reach. We're going straight to chair plane or drinking bird. So bend your knees, swing your arms back, option to float to your tiptoes. Lift your heels as high as you can. Heels on the ground, arcing Tadasana. So rise up and open up, cactus your arms, lift your heart. Exhale, prayer hands at your third eye center. Slow dive down, forward fold. Beautiful, friends. Halfway lift, inhale and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Keep that exhale going as you lower, Chaturanga. Nice bend. Inhale, peel your heart open. Keep your shoulders down and back. Awesome, Nick. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, big inhale, right leg to the sky. Stretch it out. Use your core strength. Exhale, right foot steps forward, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, strong through your legs, rise. Exhale, side body stretch towards the doors, up and over. Inhale, back to center, reach. Exhale, turbo, cactus your arms, bend your back knee, maybe add a back bend, heart lifts. Inhale, re-extend, option to straighten your front leg, squeeze your front thigh. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, standing splits, left leg to the sky. You can take a hop if you want to. Exhale, tiny little potato bug balls. So tuck and curl, empty all the way out, get small. Inhale, halfway lift position, heels down, spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, fold, let it go. Root through your feet, take it all the way up. Inhale, arms reach up, left knee lifts. You can extend if you'd like. Exhale, airplane pose. So slowly move through your airplane. As you breathe in, crescent lunge, soft landing, arms to the sky. Beautiful, you guys. Exhale, hands come down. Three-legged down dog, right leg high. Open your hip if you want to. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Ha. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow or armpit, maybe even add a push-up. Inhale, back up. Awesome, Mikey. Exhale, use your core. Come forward and lower down. So Chaturanga, your variation, strong through your core, through your arms. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift. Take it back. Ah. Great big inhale, left leg to the sky. Now exhale as soft as possible. Step your left foot forward, low lunge. Rise up, high crescent lunge, strong through your legs. Exhale, side body stretch, right arm on top. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, turbo, option to back bend if you would like. Inhale, crescent, option to straighten your front leg, squeeze through your front thighs, squeeze through your inner thighs. Exhale, hands to the ground. Root into your left foot, right leg floats up, breathe in, spread your toes. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, so big toes touch, tuck and curl, get small, empty out. Breathe in, heels on the ground, spine parallel to the earth, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, ha. All right, root through your feet all the way to stand. Inhale, stretch your arms up, lift your right knee. You can extend if you'd like. Exhale, slow transition through airplane. So hit the pose, then inhale, crescent lunge. Bend your front knee as you step back, reach up. Inhale, good. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, three-legged down dog, left leg to the sky, option to open your hip. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, use your obliques. Inhale, three-legged, open your hip if you want. Nice, left to left, as high as you can get, out of push-up if you want it. Awesome, Eric, inhale, three-legged, square hips. Come forward as you exhale, plank to Chaturanga, your variation. Nice, prime dog, inhale, heart lift. And downward facing dog. Take it back, find your breath. So one more round, one more time through. Listen for a couple small changes. So just like always, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, leave the rest behind. Take one more inhale. If you're coming with me, gaze forward, empty out in your breath, step, tiptoe, or hop top of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. How much length can you create? So much length through your spine, back of your neck. Exhale, fold. Feel that navel to spine connection. Use it to rise. So all the way up, inhale, arms to the sky. Hands to heart, exhale. Last round, inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Side body stretch, you can change up the variation if you want, towards the door. Inhale, back to center. Other side, up and over with your exhale, your variation. Inhale, back to center. Chair plane or drinking bird. So arms swing back, bend your knees a lot, maybe lift to your tiptoes. Inhale, heels on the ground, arcing Tadasana, rise up, open up, cactus your arms, puff up your chest. Hands to your third eye center, prayer position. Take it all the way down, slowly. Forward fold. Halfway lift with your inhale. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Keep that exhale going, Chaturanga. Nice, Andrea, heart lifts, inhale. Good, Bailey, and down dog, exhale. All right, big inhale, right leg to the sky. Stretch, lengthen, press up with your right foot. Exhale, use your core strength to step your right foot forward softly. Rise up, breathe in. So strong foundation, arms to the sky. Side body stretch towards the doors. You can make it your own if you want. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, turbo, option to add the back bend. Make it come from your mid and your upper back rather than your low back. Inhale, re-extend, option to straighten your front leg. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, standing splits, left leg floats up. Now listen, we're gonna pause here in our standing splits. Open it up into a balancing half moon. So walk your hands forward a little bit so your spine gets long. Right hand on the ground or a block, left arm to the sky. Allow your heart to open. Allow your hips to open. Back leg is stomping onto the invisible wall behind you. Yes, big deep breath. Take one more inhale. And then nice and easy as you exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. So step down, curl in, get small, empty out. Coming back to our flow, breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, take it all the way to stand. Stretch your arms to the sky, breathe in, lift your left knee, maybe extend your leg. Through airplane we go. Exhale, slow, mindful transition. Feel the pose first, then crescent lunge. Breathe in, step back, reach up. Nice work, good Ash. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Open your hip. Stay here and hold, or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right knee, right elbow or armpit, add the push-up if you want. Now listen, inhale, re-extend, open your hip. Stay here or flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm reaches forward. Good, Caleb. Heart forward. Beautiful, Chris. Lift your belly button, lift through your hips. So try to get any flexion out of the front of your hips. Breathe. Take one more round. Beautiful poses. Come back. Downward facing dog, everybody. Walk it out for a moment. You can absolutely hang out here. walk it out a little bit longer, or inhale to rock forward, plank, option to hover your right leg. Exhale, Chaturanga, lower slowly. Breathe in, lift your heart. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Here we go. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Now exhale as soft as you can. Step your left foot through, low lunge. Strong through your legs, crescent lunge, rise up. Breathe in, maybe gaze up. Exhale, side body stretch over to the left. Left arm goes under. Inhale, back to center, arms to the sky. Turbo, cactus your arms, bend your back knee, maybe add your back bend, heart lifts. Inhale, back to crescent, maybe straighten your front leg, squeeze. Exhale, hands come down. Root into your left foot, standing splits, right leg floats high. Pause here, balancing half moon. So walk your hands forward a little bit. Yeah, maybe use a block under your left hand. Right arm reaches up at any time. Back leg strong and powerful. Press with your back foot like you're stomping it onto the back wall. Good. Awesome, bend. Heart open, hips open. Make your back leg powerful and strong. One last inhale. Beautiful, friends. Exhale, nice and easy. Tiny little potato bug ball. Step your right foot down. Get small, empty out. Inhale, heels down, spine parallel to the earth. Exhale, let it go, fold. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart all the way up. Inhale, stretch tall, right knee lifts. You can extend your leg if you'd like. Through airplane pose, slow transition. Exhale, feel the pose in your body first, then step back, breathe in, crescent lunge. Beautiful, nice, Andrea. Exhale, hands to the earth. Three-legged down dog, left leg to the sky. Open up your left hip. Good halls. Exhale, left knee, right elbow for your twist. Awesome, Sally. Inhale, three-legged, open your hip. Exhale, left to left, aim high, use your core. Push the ground away, inhale, back up. Now listen, open your hip, stay here and hold, or flip your dog. Beautiful, M, so left toes come down behind you. Heart reaches forward, left arm reaches forward. Press your hips towards the sky. Take one more great big huge breath. Beautiful, friends. End of your exhale, downward facing dog. So come back, goodwill. Downward facing dog, walk it out. Slow, steady breath. You can stay here walking it out. Or next inhale, rock forward, high plank, option to hover left. Exhale, Chaturanga. Heart lifts, breathe in. And then you choose down dog, child's pose, or embryo pose. So for embryo, your arms just reach back. You can grab hold of your heels if it's available to you. So take a moment and just simply be with your body. Feel the energy inside of you. Maybe it's a little bit easier to feel now. We've stirred it up. See if you can take slower, deeper breaths. So I don't like to say catch your breath, because in this practice, hopefully all the time, you have those big, deep breaths moving. But if at any point your breath becomes sped up, if you lose track of it completely, catch your breath, slow it down, smooth it out. Exhale is a little bit longer than inhale. Exhales all the way to emptiness. Good work, friends. Take about 2 or 3 more wherever you are at. You can exhale out your mouth if you would like. And downward facing dog is where we will end up. So start your transition as you are ready. Feel and hear your breath moving through you. So I always say this, but for me, it is so, so important to use my breath at this point in class. Your body is tired, your muscles are fatigued. So power up your breath. Use that power that is always there. It's coming from the inside. It's like your second wind. If you don't use your breath in this practice, it's so much harder. You're fighting against it. All right, downward facing dog. Take one more great big inhale. And then as you exhale, gaze to the top of your yoga mat, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Once you have arrived, find a halfway lift position, breathe in. Exhale, let it go, fold. Root through your feet, take it all the way up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Now pause here, just like we did before. Right foot roots down, left knee lifts up, standing staff. Flex your left toes back and active, find your balance. And then we're coming into a standing hip opener. So outer left ankle on top of your right thigh. You can either take it back to a chair plane or anywhere else you would like to go to explore this posture in your body. So your own exploration. Big, deep breath. Send your breath down into your hips. If you're in that chair variation, both sit bones reach back. Weight is primarily in your right heel. Slow, steady inhales and exhales. Take about 2 more. Awesome, and good halts. Good job, everybody. If you're falling in and out, perfect. Meet yourself there. That's your practice today. Slowly, we're gonna come back into our standing staff. So arms to the sky, left knee lifts up. You can move through an airplane just like we did in our flow, or option to try a full warrior 3. So full warrior 3, your arms will reach forward as you kick your left leg back. Find a long, strong, straight, powerful line from your fingers all the way back to your heel or your toes. Hips square, bend your standing leg. So your shock absorbers in your standing leg. Take one more round wherever you're at, fullest expression. Low lunge, so hands can come down, back toes to the back of your mat. And then this time we're gonna twist. So you're in your low lunge, take a moment to adjust your legs if you need to. Left hand on the ground or a block, right arm to the sky, revolve lunge. You can absolutely bring your back knee down if you wanna modify. Otherwise, your back knee is lifted and your back leg is powerful, almost like the power of the pose is coming from your back leg. Imagine you're trying to drag your right hip towards the back wall, but at the same time, your right knee hugs towards your right knee hugs towards your left armpit, yes. And then twist from your center, so breathe all the way down to your belly. Use your exhale to twist, 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 last round. End of your exhale, slowly unwind. Wide-legged straddle, so walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. So make sure all 10 toes face directly forward, halfway lift. Inhale. Nice, Ash. And then exhale, either fold or anywhere you want to go. So any movement that calls to you, you can bend one knee, then the other knee, Standasana. You can twist. You can bend both knees at the same time, straighten both legs at the same time. So just feeling into it, headstand or handstand hops, if either of those are in your practice. You're welcome to play. Make sure your breath is right there with you. Nice work, friends. Couple more rounds. Slower, deeper. Exhales. Last a couple seconds longer than your inhale. Beautiful job, my friend. Next time you breathe in, come back to your halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees if necessary. And then crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Rotate your toes forward so you're back in a low lunge now. Back knee comes down gently. So left knee on the ground. and then take your right leg back for a three-legged tabletop. From here, pivot on your left knee, so your left foot comes outside of your mat onto the wood floor like a little kickstand, right arm to the sky. So modified side plank. Press your hips forward. So if it feels like your butt is sticking out behind you, try to press your hips forward. Yes, good, Bethany. And then take your right arm forward towards me, bicep next to your ear. So lengthen through your right side, reach through your fingertips, strong through your right leg. Stay here or bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. So once you've got hold of your foot, now you can work the pose. Rather than kicking your foot up towards the sky, kick your foot back and try to turn your heart to look up. Yes, take one more great big huge breath all the way down into your belly. Spread your toes all the way to empty and then slowly release. Come back to hands and knees. Okie doke. From hands and knees, my friends, you'll take your left leg out to the left now, toes face forward. Your heel should be directly out from your hip. It's like you're in a half wide-legged straddle. Take your right arm out to the right. And if you can, reach your right arm all the way up to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, thread your right arm through. So reach, reach, reach as far as you can. Then come down to rest outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. So there is a variation if you want to try it, where you wrap your peace fingers, your right peace fingers around your left big toe. So it's a little bind. Personally, when I take that bind, I don't feel like I'm getting as much out of the stretch. So I rarely do it, but you can feel into it. You can play around what feels most beneficial, most skillful for you. More is not always more. Sometimes less is more. So pay attention. Make sure you can breathe slow, steady. Can you feel your breath in your back body, upper back, mid back, low back? Can you feel your navel draw in and up towards your spine at the end of each exhale? Nice poses, friends. Last couple rounds. If you do happen to have your right hand lifted, bring your right hand back to the ground. And then next time you inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it up as high as possible. Reach, 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 reach. Bring your right hand down. Now pick up your left foot, swing your left toes off the right side of your mat as far as you can. Pull your hips to the left and then gaze back over your right shoulder. I like to bend my inside elbow a lot and round my spine a little. So you can play with what feels best for you. Maybe a little arch in your spine, maybe bending both elbows, maybe even coming down to your forearms. Breathe into your left side, more length. One more round. Nice, Nick. And then come back, regular tabletop. Take it back, downward facing dog. Just walk it out, pedal out your heels. Notice perhaps, does your right side feel different than your left side? So no judgment, just observation. Take a great big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze to the top of your yoga mat, however you want to get there, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Root to rise. So all the way to stand. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Now pause right here. Left foot is your base. Right knee floats up. Flex your toes back. Active weight is much easier to hold. So if your leg feels like it weighs 1,000,000 pounds, activate your muscles in your leg. Take one more inhale. Find your drishti, your focus point. And then standing hip opener. So outer right ankle, top of your left thigh. You can take it into that chair plane variation. You can even take it into a toe stand. You can take it into a forward fold. If an arm balance is in your practice, maybe you go there. So your expression, your exploration. If your exploration is falling in and out of the pose, perfect. Meet yourself there. Take about 2 more deep breaths. Nice, Eric. Active through your right toes. Imagine you're trying to cement your outer ankle onto the top of your thigh. We'll come out slowly. So end of your next exhale, ever so slowly start transitioning back to your standing staff. Arms reach, right knee lifts. You choose airplane or full warrior 3. So slow transition. Right leg extends back. Imagine you're trying to stomp your right foot on the back wall. You're reaching your arms forward, palms face each other. Draw your belly button in and up and feel the strength in your back body. One last round wherever you are at. Awesome, Halls. End of your exhale, low lunge. Good, Em. All right, take a moment to adjust your legs in your lunge. Right hand will stay on the ground, or you're welcome to use a block. Left arm to the sky, revolve lunge. So back knee can come down to modify. Just bring your back knee down gently like you're setting an egg on the ground. If your back knee is lifted, back leg powerful, strong, good, Sally. And then pull your left hip back energetically, but hug your left knee towards your right armpit. Twist from your center. So breathe all the way down. Feel that wringing out sensation as you exhale. Take one last huge breath. Maybe reach higher through your left fingertips. As you exhale, twist, twist, twist. End of your exhale, let it go. Unwind. Wide-legged straddle position. So hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. All 10 toes face directly forward, or you might even be slightly pigeon-toed. Make sure your toes aren't pointing out and your heels in, or you won't get the stretch in the backs of your legs. So toes forward, take a halfway lift, lengthen, breathe in. And then exhale, either fold or wherever you would like to go. Make sure your breath is right there with you. Can you feel your entire body breathing with you? So big, spacious inhale. Long, slow, steady exhale. Really nice, friends. Couple more rounds of breath. Notice if you're rocking back into your heels, just like in a regular forward fold. See if you can bring your weight just slightly forward and then lift your sit bones higher. Press back through the very, very tops of your thighs. Take one last breath. Inhale, halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees a lot if necessary. And then start to crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Okie doke, back knee comes down gently. 3-legged tabletop. So take your left leg back. Pivot on your right knee. So right foot comes to the outside like a little kickstand. And then left arm to the sky, modified side plank. Very good. So if it feels like right now your butt's kind of sticking out behind you, see if you can squeeze through your outer right butt cheek, press your hips forward. Now take your left arm towards the front wall, lengthen your left side body. Nice, Jossie. So breathe into that length from fingertips all the way back to toes or heel. Strong through your left leg, like you're stumping it on the back wall. Take one more in-breath. Stay, or final option, move into your bind. Bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Press your hips forward. So rather than your foot kicking up, kick your foot back, press your hips forward, and then rotate your heart to look up. Yes, very good. Spread your toes as you hold your foot in your hand. One last great big huge breath. Nice, Will. Very slowly release. Come back to hands and knees, tabletop. From your tabletop, this time your right leg out to the right, heel straight out from your hip, toes face forward towards the front wall. Left arm out to the left. If you can, reach your left arm all the way up, breathe in. Exhale, spread your left arm through. So reach as far as possible, then come down to rest outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. If that bind is available to you, peace fingers around your right big toe, you're more than welcome to go there. If it's available to you, but it doesn't feel skillful for you, then pay attention to that. Big, deep back body breath. Soften through your face. So unclench your jaw, loosen up through your eyebrows, your forehead. Take your exhales all the way to empty. Last couple rounds. Really nice, my friends. If you do happen to have your right hand lifted, bring your right palm back to the earth. Next time you breathe in, unthread your left arm. Reach it all the way up one more time as high as you can. And then left hand comes down. Pick up your right foot. Swing your right tiptoes off the left side of your mat. So over to the left as far as your right tiptoes will go. And then pull your hips to the right. Gaze over your left shoulder. Look back at your right tiptoes. Maybe bend one or both elbows. Maybe just your inside elbow. Maybe you come down to your forearms. Maybe you round a little. Maybe you arch a little. So feel into it. Get everything you can out of it. Last round. Good work. Back to hands and knees, tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. All right, friends, take a moment, just walking it out in your down dog. If you feel so inclined, you're welcome to take your own vinyasa, just kind of resetting through your own body. Otherwise, walk it out in your down dog, reconnect to your breath, very slow, very steady, very intentional. Thanks, Ben. All righty, from your dog pose, inhale your right leg to the sky. And exhale, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your mat, set your body down gently. So you want your right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat. You don't want your right knee in line with your hip or you're not getting any external rotation. So right knee wider than your hip, pull right hip back, plug the femur bone into the socket. Pull your back hip forward, plug the femur bone into the socket. So this is your structure, or what we call the integrity of the pose. Keep pulling your right hip back, even slightly up, as you take your heart forward and bow. Activation through your right toes, like you're trying to spread them. Big, slow breaths. Just notice, where do your thoughts go when you are maybe uncomfortable, maybe bored, or just in sensation? Do you wander off? Do you go somewhere else? Or can you stay here? Can you be with your body in this moment? Be with the sensation that you feel. Breathe into it, soften around it. So use your breath to tell your body, I know you're uncomfortable, but it's okay. You can still relax. You don't have to go into fight or flight. So exhales that last longer than inhales will calm your central nervous system. Maybe you want to give yourself a couple open mouth exhales, just a rinse, a cleanse. Think about 2 or 3 more. Really good, you guys. Soften your face. Unclench your jaw. Last big breath. And then however you would like to transition, start to find your way back to down dog. So if you want to go back to a three-legged dog, if you want to take a three-legged tabletop, maybe some cat-cows, hip circles, maybe a vinyasa on your own. So any movement that calls to you, any counter poses your body needs, and then regular down dog, find your breath, walk it out. And just notice, feel, observe. Notice the difference between right leg and left leg. As you are ready, and I will just let you get there in your own time. You guys all know how. Left leg to the sky, left shin forward for pigeon. So pigeon on your left side, in your own time, in your own way. If you'd rather take it on your back or in a seat, that is always fine with me. So left knee wider than your hip. Find your strength, find your structure, find the integrity first. Good, then bow. Just let go of whatever is happening later today or maybe this week. Right now, be with yourself right here. Be with your body. Be with your breath. Just like we did at the very beginning of class, notice sounds, notice sensations, physical, energetic, emotional. Notice what comes and what goes and just let it, allow it. Soften through your face. So those places that don't need to be tightening up, that don't need to be in resistance, let them soften. Maybe your hands or your fingers. I like to think of softening my heart. So what would that feel like if you could soften through your heart? I'm going to guess around 3 to 5 more breaths. Open mouth exhales anytime you would like. When you feel, I'll leave it up to you. So when you feel pretty even with your pigeon on both sides, just like we did on the other side, start that slow, mindful transition back to one final down dog. Get there however you want to and no rush. If you want to take a little bit longer in your pigeon pose on this side, absolutely do so. Good job, my friends. So back to your down dog. Feel into all that space, all that length you have created throughout our practice today. Take one last great big breath into your down dog and then listen. End of your exhale, just gently set your knees down. We're going to take screaming toe pose before we go on to our backs. So if screaming toe pose does not work for you and you'd rather just take a child's pose or meet us down on your back, that's fine. Otherwise, Knees about hips width distance apart. Curl your toes under and sit your hips back onto your heels. Keep hugging in with your inner heels, so don't let them drift out to the sides. Hands can come to your thighs, just resting there, maybe to your heart. Or I'm going to give you a little variation. Take your arms out to the sides and then back behind you, so your palms face back. And then you can either make fists with both hands, press your fists together, elbows out, shoulders back and down. So rather than elbows forward, shoulders rolling forward, elbows out, shoulders back and down. From here, if it's available, reverse namaste, prayer hands, press your palms together, elbows out, shoulders back and down. Only if you want to go there, you absolutely do not have to. You can focus on just your feet, just your toes if you'd like. We'll be here for about 3-4 more deep breaths. Keep hugging in with your inner heels. If it becomes too much and you need to bring your hands to the ground in front of you, take some weight off. That's totally fine. Soft through your face. Let's all take one more great big inhale. Hold in fullness. Keep holding the breath, but can you soften around your held breath? Exhale, big sigh. Come forward, hands and knees. Untuck your toes. Give them a gentle pitter-patter tap against the ground. Any other movement that would feel good, point and flex, roll out your ankles. And then however you want to make your transition down to your back. Once you are on your back, my friends, full body stretch, but rather than reaching actively through fingers and toes, just let your body relax in this way. So arms overhead, legs forward. Bend your elbows as much as you need to so that you can be comfortable. And for a moment, as your body rests here, just let it settle. So feel the space in between the little vertebrae in your spine. Good. All right. Next time you inhale, reach actively through fingers, actively through toes. So as far as you can, get as long as you can. And then see if rather than lifting your ribs way up, you can kind of press down through the backs of your ribs just a little bit as you reach. Take one more great big huge inhale. And then as you exhale, let it go. Draw your knees in towards your belly. Find a gentle rock from side to side. And then supine spinal twist. Knees fall over to the right when you're ready. If there's a different variation of a spinal twist that you want to take, please feel free. Give yourself about 5 rounds on this side, just letting your body melt with each exhale. So you can take it slowly to the other side as you're ready. Just allow your body to settle into the ground, to become heavier and heavier with each breath. When you do feel pretty even on both sides, start your transition back to center and find a happy baby posture. Take a moment, just rocking it out in your happy baby. Perhaps you want to straighten one leg and then the other. You can both at the same time, like a wide-legged straddle on the ground. So any last little movements, poses, stretches, anything else your body needs to complete your own practice for you. And then just slowly start transitioning into your final relaxation. And my reading for you guys as you move towards your Shavasana is by Jeff Foster. It's called How to Love Yourself. When you change your focus from what is absent to what is present, from what is missing to what has been given, from what you are not towards what you are, the ravages of linear time to the immediacy of now, you are reconnecting with love, truth, and beauty, and abundance is yours effortlessly. For truly nothing is missing here where you are. Nothing is missing in this present scene in the movie of your life. This day is simply waiting to be lived. So breathe life, friend. Breathe life and feel yourself here fully, completely. You are whole. So for these last few moments, just feel into the wholeness of yourself. Feel into the life that is inside of you, that is around you. And we'll play my bowl, which is the heart chakra bowl. So allow the sound, the frequency, the vibration to just move through you, churning up anything that needs to be churned up. And let the sound carry with it the energy of the heart. So love, compassion, understanding, forgiveness. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Slowly bring gentle movement back into your fingers and toes. Hi, we're in the middle of the class. And as you are ready, roll onto either side. Hold it to rest on your side body. Feel your side body against the ground. Breathe into your back body. Shape or form, imagine, visualize for yourself anything you felt, anything that came through for you, anything you want to take with you. Just visualize it kind of sinking in, seeping in, absorbing into your being. I personally like to imagine little tiny pieces of stardust just trickling into all the little spaces inside of me and then disappearing. And using the strength in your arms, keep your body as relaxed as possible. Ease your way up into seated meditation, facing towards the front of your mat, the front of the room, the front of our space. And then close your eyes, gather your hands to your heart. And just bow your head to your heart. So acknowledge yourself for all that you are, for all that lies inside of you. Acknowledge yourself for taking the time to show up on your mat today, for taking the time to connect with a deeper part of yourself. I thank you so much for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. All right, friendlies, you guys are the best. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Wonderful Super Bowl Sunday. Wonderful Valentine's Day tomorrow. Yeah, good job. Good work. Good work, Zoomies. Hope you could hear me. I took out my ear pod at the end and forgot to put you back on when I brought him out of Shavasana, so hopefully you figured it out. Good work.